All right, what's up, everybody? Guys, I can't believe it, but we have finally made it to season 2 of Vinland Saga. I have a little bit of a different setup here, as you can probably tell. I hope it's not, too big of a problem to get used to. But it's been about a month and a half since I finished the first season of Vinland Saga, which was, of course, a fantastic ride. And I've kind of been thinking about it ever since. That finale, especially, was amazing. Yeah, the end of the prologue, as they had put it, right? Because that's kind of the big question. Then I asked myself at the same time, where is the show going to go from here? Because it could go in any kind of direction, right? And I think especially, of course, about those final 2 minutes or something where super symbolically, Thorfinn, of course, dropped the daggers. He was kind of forced to, which is, yeah, again, it's so genius because he was literally forced to with Askeladd dying. He was also carried away and had to drop the daggers. And in the reflection of those daggers, we saw a glimpse, I presume, of the future. Especially teasing a couple of characters who I assume were going to be, I don't know, either like meeting along the way or maybe we're going to focus on their stories and it's going to kind of come together or something, right? I'm very curious to see what they're going to do in that regard. But other than that, yeah, again, that sort of remains the big question on my mind right now. Is like, okay, so Thorfinn is probably going to go with Leif to, well, to try and actually discover Vinland, right? That's basically where he found renewed purpose, I hope. I mean, still, he couldn't, of course, let go of Askeladd. That remained number one priority, even in that final episode. Until now, he is forced to let go of it. But that's, of course, the track that they were headed on. That's what they were planning to start doing. And so I assume that's still going to happen. And that's where they will be going next. But yeah, how then, again, these other characters that were sort of teased at the end are going to tie into it is a big question. I will say that I did not watch any of that. I feel like there's been one or two trailers, I think, released over the past couple months. And people did ask me to react to them. And I just... Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just put it off for too long and then I didn't bother doing it anymore. I mean, I don't feel like I necessarily want to watch them, even though people told me that they don't spoil too much, I think, and they are kind of hype. But still, I don't know. I always just like going into something like this as fresh as possible. And yeah, I can only imagine it would have given me a little bit better of an idea of what season 2 would look like already. But I'm just looking forward to finding out now by watching, you know what I mean? And how amazing also that the first episode here I just checked and it's called Slave. Because, yeah, of course, I mean, Thorfinn was a slave to the idea of revenge, but we also had some other speeches that were given. I feel like it was by the monk, right, who started talking about that. Again, it's been like almost 2 months now since I wrapped it up. But you know how like every man is a slave to something. That's also a line that came back in Attack on Titan, I remember. And for some people, for the Vikings, it was kind of like violence, right? They were like a slave to violence, I guess, in a way. And the monk was a slave to his alcohol. And yeah, every character had something that they were hanging on to, I guess. And for Thorfinn, it was that idea of like, I need to fucking kill Askeladd all that time and finally get the revenge for the death of my father, Thor's, right? So, yeah, I don't really think I have too much else to say. I'm just super eager to dive into the first episode. I know that this second season is going to have 24 episodes in total, just like the first season. But of course, now I'm going to be watching them on a weekly basis together with you all. Live as they come out. And so it means that we're going to have like 6 months of Vinland Saga content coming up. And I'm like, damn, that's definitely an exciting thought. So I'm very much looking forward to, getting started here with, well, not with the journey, because I already started that, but of course with seeing where the journey is going to take us now, I guess. That being said, guys, of course, if you enjoy my reactions, then this is the thing, basically. I will be starting this show right now alongside with everybody on Patreon. Basically, as per usual, I'm going to give early access to people on Patreon, so there will be 4 weeks early access over there. Essentially, you can follow the journey with me as these episodes release. I'll be watching them basically as soon as they come out. So, I think like they release Monday evening for me, and so every Tuesday I'll have the reactions up. If you're watching on YouTube, then you'll be 4 weeks behind, basically. And again, if you want to catch up with me and watch these episodes, see my reactions to them as they release, you can support me over on Patreon, which is linked on top of the description as always. That way you support my content, you allow me to make these videos, of course, and you get to, again, see these reactions as soon as I well, we'll have them ready for you over there. So that being said, of course, also make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of them. And then with that being said, let's dive into episode 1 of season 2 of Vinland Saga. Oh, we're immediately starting off with the opening? Is that Thorfinn? I think this is the character that they teased at the very end. He was like on a ship, I think. Damn, man, Thorfinn was definitely looking a bit older. If that was... Yeah, that, I mean, that must have been him at the beginning, right? Had like the stubble going on. I probably would have been prepared for this had I watched the trailers, you know, but... Ooh, crown. So is Canute still coming back? Awesome. Another wow, look at him with the beard going on. My man Canute actually became a man. Wow, this is a very clean intro. Tattoos engraved upon your body. Yeah, that's what he seems to have done. What a strange voice. This dude is sounding like some kind of cult leader. Einar. Okay, so we're focusing on his family? On this character? This is that... I think this is that same character we saw. Living a peaceful life. I have a feeling that's not gonna last. Yeah, I'm already worried now. He might have started training at the exact right moment. Wow. Not a worry in the world. What the hell is in that milk? They got alcohol in there? Or we haven't lost. Yet. Oh my god, that transition. So it's the same village, right? Gotta be. Fucking hell. Yep, there they are. Nah, this ain't ending well for them. Yeah, you just, I mean, you just felt that coming. Now he has to just... I think all he can do is push through, probably, right? Man, she is just dying on the spot here. I was gonna say, like, don't even take your time here. I mean, she just got hit. So there's guys literally in the vicinity. You don't get to have a moment like this, as much as it sucks to say. Exactly, take your sister and get the fuck out. Damn. One arrow was all it took. But yeah, she was a, you know, rather old lady already, as she herself said it. Oh my god. Dude. I know, you're responsible of this now. Yeah, that. Oh my god. That's so tragic. Damn. Really? Oh my god, the people in this time period were just completely fucking ruthless. I mean, I know that's what the Vikings were literally like in season 1 already, but I'm still finding myself here having to get used to it a little bit again, you know? Yeah, compared to this guy, Thorfinn had a fortunate backstory. Oh shit. I guess revenge is gonna be on his mind as well. Oh my god, dude, that scream, Jesus. Tells you all you need to know. Oh, I think this was actually literally the shot we saw, because I watched it back before this episode. Oh, he's got sick people on board. Oh my god, gotta throw her overboard or what? Damn, man. Oh, this whole world is just relentless. Jesus Christ. Just like that. So they're all their slaves. I have to live. Because you can always start again, as the mom said. I wish they advised us to do that nowadays. So if he ends up as a slave now here, maybe that's how Leif and Thorfinn run into him? Oh, he ran. The fucking callbacks, dude. This is literally Thorfinn all over again. He was in a forest as well, and when his, you know, stomach started making sounds. Yeah, she was not prepared for that. There's no escaping this. He definitely took his mom's words to heart. Yeah, he's muscular, I will say that. You saw those back muscles just now? Cute the face. Yeah, you don't want to end up with this weirdo anyway. Oh. That's Leif. That is how... Okay, awesome. It's gotta be, right? I mean, that is how he's gonna end up with them. Nice. I missed that mustache. Little does he know, this is his luckiest day. Oh, he was specifically looking for Thorfinn still at this point. They don't get it. He's not here to buy an actual slave. Exactly. But we didn't see Einar with him, I think. When we saw Leif, you know, at the end of season 1. Damn, so he just ran into him at one point. He's gonna remember him, surely. Because of what he's saying about wanting to free someone. Yeah. Is a very lucky person. Yep. That badge is like... That's just people from the Danish army, right? I imagine you could have ended up with someone worse. Yeah, that's definitely... Damn. That's a wide open cornfield, that's for sure. What is he thinking? Just like, it looks beautiful, looks like my hometown. I don't know if that's a good thing then, you know? It's just bringing back the trauma. Yeah. What? What is Thorfinn here for? Oh my god, that's... So Thorfinn didn't go with Leif after season 1. And Leif is looking again, that's it, right? Oh my god, I didn't catch on to that. Yeah, and he realizes now that Leif was looking for him. So this is how it all connects. Shit, man, I was not prepared for that. I like how he narrates it. Wow, awesome premiere, man. Man, in a weird way, this episode kind of brought me back. I it reminded me of Vinland Saga's themes, which again, it feels so stupid to say this, right? But I'm coming off of a 2 month break, and it's like, okay, I realize, by the way, that I'm very privileged with that because there were plenty of people who watched season one when it released, which I think was in 2019. So it's been 3 years for them. I guess especially for people like that, yeah, suddenly you're thrown back into the world. But it did it so wonderfully because I feel like everything immediately put me back in that mind state that I was already in, and just being reminded once again of that purposefully slow pace that Vinland Saga takes, which I really appreciate. I love that about it. You know, I watch a lot of animes on this channel now that are just literally, they are so ridiculously fast. They just, go switches from scene to scene to scene, and you have a hard time processing what the hell is going on. Whereas this show sits a little still at certain moments, right? And it allows you to take it in and to appreciate, for example, the beauty of the environments too and stuff. But yeah, it's fascinating how, of course, this first episode immediately we're focusing on a new character, Einar, who seems to have a very tragic backstory, right? And I immediately made the comparisons to Thorfinn, basically saying that, well, when you really think about it, Thorfinn had a fortunate backstory compared to this guy, because this guy lost his whole family. Thorfinn at least still had his mom and sister left, but purposefully chose to abandon them just to get revenge for his mom, right? And I don't know, like, I wonder what's ultimately driving this guy in the future, because I feel like, although he is obviously super angry about everything that happened, and there was a little in-between section which I need to check what exactly it was saying, but I do feel like, yeah, I mean, it's harder for him to really have revenge in mind specifically, I think, because there's nobody to pinpoint. With Thorfinn, it was very easy because he could just say, "Oh, it was Askeladd who killed Thors, right? So I'm gonna go after Askeladd." Whereas this guy is just like, the world caused this to me, right? I'm not sure anymore now if the guy, we never, I guess, found out who shot his mom with that arrow. But presumably it was a different guy than the one that killed his sister, right? And I don't think he specifically, he probably doesn't specifically want revenge on these people because he realizes it could have been anybody, you know? And these guys were just pawns. They probably might have already died by the time we've now skipped forward in time, you know? Like, it's not gonna be, that much of a personal revenge quest against somebody, but maybe more, again, against the world or something, right? Or like he wants to make a change or something like that. I assume it's going to be a little grander in scope of what this guy is going to have on his mind ultimately. But fascinating how, of course, we finally see Leif enter the picture. And I'm still in that mindset of like, okay, after season one, I assume now that Thorfinn, dropped those daggers and he was forced to let go of his Askeladd vendetta. He did go along with Leif the way he had initially planned to. That's what I had actually figured. And now we find out that no, he didn't. And Leif literally went back to searching for him again. The exact same way we kept seeing Leif look for him, during that entirety of season one, after, Thorfinn abandoned them. So that was kind of crazy to me. And I wonder what Thorfinn in general has been up to, because it's like, okay, he's here with these guys, who just have these fields, I guess, where they have slaves working for them. But what is driving him anymore then? That's really what I asked myself, right? Like, what? I don't know, but I still think that the story he heard from Leif about rediscovering Vinland, going back there and taking in mind that that's what his dad wanted to, and all those things, it felt like it was hitting him in a certain way, right? Where he definitely seemed to have found renewed purpose. I think I already put it like that when I recorded the intro. And then here he did decide to abandon that ultimately as well. Threw me off guard for sure. But yeah, it was a nice surprise, and I like that now how everything is already starting to connect with Einar now going to this field and therefore finding Thorfinn and realizing that this is the guy that Leif was looking for. And he, of course, very much appreciated and respected Leif for that realization that Leif was actually looking for somebody to free instead of actually using somebody as a slave. So, man, what a fantastic first episode. Super, Yeah, I don't know. It's just making me more and more excited to see where we go from here. Because I know, again, this show takes its time, but that's what I appreciate about it so much. And I know that we're going to be in for one hell of a journey once again here with season 2. It's the first of 24 goddamn episodes. So it's going to be a fantastic time getting to watch these all with you. Yeah, in the coming months. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode 1 of season 2 of Vinland Saga. Of course, if you're watching over on YouTube, you can follow my reactions to these episodes as they happen on Patreon, of course, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Over there, you can already watch the next 4 episodes straight away, which means that you'll be catching up with me. And every single week, you'll get my latest reactions to the new episodes. Yeah, with that being said, of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. It's all very much appreciated. And therefore, by doing that, you won't miss out on any of my future reactions. And then with that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.